From the Andes Mountains to the Pacific Ocean, Lake Titicaca to the Amazon rainforest, Peru is a land full of life.
The climate in Peru varies among the many different regions. On the coast, winter is from May to October, and summer is from November to March at usually about 73 degrees. Northern coasts are warm all year long. The highlands and high selva have rainy seasons from November to April, and the highest elevations never rise above freezing.
Because of its climate, Peru is ranked top 8 in biodiversity. In Peru, one can find 84 of the 104 life zones existing around the planet. The country is home to more than 400 species of mammals, 300 reptiles, 1,700 birds, and more than 50,000 plants registered to date.
Due to its biodiversity and natural wonderment, Peru is an excellent tourist destination. One of its main attractions is Machu Picchu, an ancient city built by the Incas for protection. Another phenomenon is the Nazca lines. Much like crop circles in America, these lines made in fields draw out magnificent shapes that can only be seen from the air.
City life in Peru is filled with much hustle and bustle, as Peru is the third largest country behind only Brazil and Argentina. The main cities in Peru are the capital Lima and Cusco. Lima contains all major governmental buildings and tourist activities. This is also home to the beautiful Lima Cathedral. Cusco is a very touristy city. Its quaint, small-town atmosphere with a mixture of big city life makes this an excellent destination.
Not only is Peru known for its ecology and big city atmosphere, but also for its food. The main ingredients in Peruvian cuisine are fish, chicken, pork, ají peppers, rice, potatoes, and lemon. Every region has its own style of food. The coastal zone has many thick, rich sauces and tastes. The highland zone focuses on spices and refreshing tastes, and the jungle zone contains all of the fruits and nuts found within the jungles. The country's national dish is ceviche, a combination of all of the main ingredients found in Peru. The origin is disputed, as it could have come from the ancient Inca civilizations of either Ecuador or Peru, both abundant in fish and shellfish. The biggest meal for Spanish-speaking countries is lunch, unlike in America where our biggest meal is dinner. The majority of their meals are eaten together and not on the run as most Americans do.
After planning where you would want to go in Peru, the next step is getting around. There are many different choices for navigating through the busy streets. The first is by taxi. Taxis are the most recommended choice of travel. You can see the beautiful sights and haggle over the price, which should not be more than $5. The second option is by bus. Buses in the city carry about 30 to 40 passengers and don't have regular stops, so if your choice is by bus, you should watch out for where you need to get off. Another choice is a combus, or type of pickup truck. These carry around 10 passengers and are very cheap, but not usually recommended due to the aggressive style of driving. Cargo trucks are also used, and these fill up quick. The price is cheap and discussed before departure. The most exciting form of travel through Peru is by train. The Andean Explorer, a train going through scenic part of Peru, is the perfect way to see all of the beautiful sights. The least recommended form of transportation is by car. Street signs are few and aggressive drivers are many. Unless you are familiar with the roads and fast speeds of drivers, by a car is not the way to go.
Among the beautiful scenery comes a unique architecture and housing. In rural areas, many people build their own homes. Most of the urban population resides in apartments, and many houses have built-in patios.
The beautiful architecture can be seen mainly in the cities in the design of governmental buildings and churches. Such buildings as La Iglesia de San Francisco, the most visited church in Lima. The most interesting part of this church is the catacombs, in which lay the bones of 75,000 people, all stacked in magnificent geometric patterns. Built in 1674, this church is considered the best example of Lima Barroco style of architecture. La Iglesia de San Francisco inspired the architecture of many other churches in Peru and around the world. Children go to school from March to December and have summer from January to March. There are 3 levels of education for children in Peru. They have 3 years of initial school, like preschool, 6 years of primary school, and 7 years of secondary school. The main goal of Peruvian education is to expand the teachings of their culture.
Peru is a very culturally diverse nation and only a short plane ride away.